How's it going, guys, and welcome back to TheeSportsScoop. I'm Dylan Shalom, and I'm going to be breaking down some senior day highlights. I don't really want to dwell on it too much. It's pretty straightforward. I just want to quickly give a shout out to the Rashad and Dave show. These are the people that I'm taking the highlights from. With all by all means, go ahead, check them out. Great channel. Got some great senior day breakdown, and they have all the highlights for us to check out, labeled very conveniently for me to break down for you guys. So I don't really want to dwell on it much. Let's really get into it. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like it if you haven't already. Let's go. So I'm just going to bring up the senior day, or senior bowl. This is an inside defensive lineman, Phil Mathis. I apologize if I'm not looking directly at the camera. I'm sure you're looking at the highlights the same way as I am. So let's show you just some normal interior defensive line drills. Nothing much to show here. This is something interesting. Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati. They really tried to target him against Alabama. Didn't really work out for them. But let's see. Look at this route. He gets kind of caught up, and he does break away. The corner kind of holds him, bobbles it, stays in bounds. Interesting play there. More real edge rusher drills. Nothing against a real opponent. Not going to break much down for you. You see a little bit of that in the video. I asked for you guys to bear with me. We'll get to the interesting parts. Here's Perrion Winfrey, defensive lineman out of Oklahoma. Just some good speed. Now we're getting into Darren Beavers against a tight end in the block, and that's a pretty easy way to get out of it. It worked out, and here's against Bernard Raymond. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but that's someone we're going to be seeing a lot of come NFL draft time. He is moving up in draft boards. I really like him. He used to be a tight end, 6'7". His size is obviously just something you have to keep an eye on. But if you see by that, I never trust people with that size to be able to go against these faster edge rushers. So that's just something to keep an eye on when you see Bernard Raymond. If he's being drafted for his size alone, that's not something you really, really should be excited about in my eyes. Moving on with it. Now we're moving into Carson Strong from Nevada. I would say he's my QB4 out of this draft. It's a good throw, not against the defense, but it's nice to see he kind of just checks out and makes that throw. This is an impressive throw. Carson Strong, he finds the open guy and he completely in stride. It's a very impressive throw by Carson Strong. Again, against no defense, but it's something I like to see out of a quarterback that he's able to make that throw off of the really not an easy platform in the wet weather today. Across his body almost. It's a great throw. Something that we saw out of Zach Wilson on his pro day that had the whole world raving. Obviously, it was a little better. This is just a check down. It's nice to see that Carson Strong isn't going for the deep ball on a check down route, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying there, but let's moving into the next. Kenny Pickett. A lot of scrutiny on him for his hand size, which he didn't measure on the first day. And today he did throw a couple of interceptions and fumbles. This is Desmond Ridder. Throws it to the ground. I'm not so high on Desmond Ridder personally. This is Jerome Ford out of Cincinnati, someone who's much more attractive on that offense. I find him to be a really, really intriguing prospect. This is Daniel Falele. I apologize if I butchered that, but look at the guy's size, man. Look at that guy's size. I just want to rewind that real quick. Look at this guy. I'm just going to go back to this is the guy that's going to be in an NFL team, potentially a first or second round pick. Imagine trying to run against this guy. And I know I just said I don't like bigger edge rushers, bigger offensive tackles against the faster edge rushers. But watch what he does to this guy. This guy's massive. Like, try running past him. What are you going to do? That's Jason Lucchetta out of Penn State. That's someone that's got some really, really attractive moves. Now we're going to be watching Trevor Penning, someone that I'm also very high on going into this draft. He's got all the fundamentals down. He's going to be really, really good going probably late first round. Sorry about the camera angle got in the way, but Trevor Penning, someone that I'm really interested to see how they progress going forward. Now this is Kenny Pickett throwing to Christian Watson. Again, no defense, so there's not really that much to break down. You're going into the NFL, you make that throw. Kenny Pickett to Trey McBride. Again, no defense, but it's a good throw. You watch him load up for that throw. You know he's going to make a good throw. Here's one that I'm not so sure about. It's no defense, and he just overthrows. It's weird. I don't see how you can do that. But Kingsley Enagbare is someone that I'm really interested in. I think he could go first round, but the tight end held him off, which is really, really impressive. Kyron Johnson against Abraham Lucas. And Abraham Lucas did a good job holding off Kyron Johnson. It's a good blocking job for Abraham Lucas. I think probably a 4th, 5th round talent this year. Logan Hall out of Houston. Don't know much about him. See what he's able to do. This is my first time watching this as well. Now I watched a little bit of it, and that's a good move. It's a really good move. Malik Willis. This is someone that I think we're all very intrigued by because he is really, really talented, and I think he might have the best arm strength in the class. Let's watch this real quick. You see him make that outbreaking route, and he gets out of bounds, but there's no defense, as I've been saying, but Malik Willis was able to fire that pass in with velocity. Now, this is the type of thing I like to see, one-on-ones. Bo Melton, incredible stop and go route. I wish I could see who makes this throw because they completely overthrew Bo Melton, but that's a great route. Again, I like to see this. Zion Johnson did not do a great job holding Perrion Winfrey, who I really like. I think he could be a 2nd, 3rd round talent. Perrion Winfrey. Let's just go back at this. I'm sorry, 73 is in the way here, overthrowing Bo Melton. But you see this, just absolutely with ease spins by Zion Johnson, who's considered a top 5 interior offensive lineman in this draft. Perrion Winfrey just goes by him with ease. No pressure, and very easy. Rashad White and pass protection. He's probably my running back 6 in this class, following some guys, Brian Robinson, Breece Hall, Isaiah Spiller, obviously Kenneth Walker, and then someone that I really rank highly, and I don't think I'm just going to move on. It's Desmond Ridder here making this throw, rolling out, finding the receiver. Again, no defense. I'm not so high on Ridder personally, though. Let me know what you guys think. Romeo Doubs, I apologize if I'm butchering the name. It's just some route running and good catch. It's not much to break down there. Sam Howell. This is someone that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. He's been probably touted as the quarterback coming out of this class since probably 2019-20. And now that Kenny Pickett's arose and the Malik Willises have risen up, and Matt Corral, who unfortunately suffered an injury which made him incapable of playing in this game, and the Desmond Ridders of the world, the Carson Strongs of the world, I think Sam Howell is fundamentally more sound than all of those guys, and I think he has a higher ceiling than all of those guys. I think people are disrespecting him to an account of him not performing as well maybe this season as some of the other guys who are in more difficult conferences. But Sam Howell's shown over the course of his college career that he's capable of playing with the best players in college. This season, going into the NFL, I tout him as a first-round pick for sure. And Kean, our other host, says he's a day 3 talent. And I don't quite understand that. I'd like to hear your guys' intake on it, obviously. Let me know in the comments. What's your take on Sam Howell? I'm going to be showing you this tape. First time seeing it. Not great camera angle, but it's a good throw. Now this is Travis Jones. I don't know where he is coming out of, but that's some power. Trey McBride. This is Surge, our other host's for tight end 1 in the draft. I like Jalen Weidermeyer a little bit better than Trey McBride. And honestly, I think Isaiah Likely's in the same category, but that's a good catch by Trey McBride. Good catch. Zion Johnson, work at center. Now, this is something we like to see, as the versatility of interior offensive linemen is key in today's NFL. Because if you can't play multiple positions right now, you're not going to be able to get a job. It's simple as that. You could see the best interior offensive lineman in the draft, say, and this is just for argument's sake, I'm not saying that this is the truth, that Tyler Linderbaum only plays center. And you can see Kenyon Green, who can go one side and he could go other side and he can take reps at center. Kenyon Green's going to be taken ahead of him. In this case, it's not the truth, but in later rounds, in second round, third round, the more versatile player will get picked before the less versatile player who might be more talented. So it's good to see Zion Johnson taking these snaps at center. Malik Willis to Trey Turner, both guys that I could see being important in NFL offenses this season. Trey Turner is one of my favorite receivers in this class. I could see him going mid to late fourth round. It's a good throw, good catch. One thing I want to just quickly critique, and I'm going to slow it down and make sure you guys can see it. I apologize in advance for technical difficulties if I'm not able to procure this correctly. But watch Malik Willis' throwing form. You see his back foot come up? It's very interesting to me that his back foot comes up when he throws this short ball. I don't quite understand why. It doesn't really help his accuracy. It just seems like a way that he could definitely get injured doing this. In the NFL, if he's under pressure, he puts his back foot up, he gets clobbered. That's a season-ending injury. So that's something to keep an eye on, especially for teams that are in need of quarterbacks that don't want their guy to get injured. Just something to keep an eye on. Malik Willis putting his back foot up when throwing the football. Not quite sure what the purpose of it is. I'm just going to speed it up for you guys a little bit. Malik Willis again. Let's see if he does it again. He does. This isn't something we're seeing, and I might correct myself. This is the first time I'm watching this. This isn't something I'm seeing out of the Kenny Pickett's and the Matt Corrals Carson Strongs of this draft. That's a great move by Dontario Drummond, by the way. Let's see if he does it again. I'm interested to see if he does this again. It might just be, yeah, that one wasn't as profound, but he does move his back foot up. That's very interesting to me. I'm just gonna slide back to that's Rashad of the Rashad and Jave show. I want to go into Carson Strong and see if he does the same thing. I know he's on his back foot, so it might be a different type of scenario. Very interested to see if they do the same thing here. Let's see. This is Carson Strong. Watch the back foot. He doesn't. No, his foot is planted. His foot is planted, and I'm going to show another clip of Carson Strong just to see. Oh, his foot's planted. His foot is 100% planted. I'm going to show this other angle to make sure. Yeah, Carson Strong has his feet to the ground when he throws that ball. And maybe one leg elevates a little bit, but not at the level that Malik Willis is coming in. I don't want to really dwell on this for too long, although I am. But look at how high his leg comes up. If he gets clobbered, that's an injury that we're going to see. So that's something to keep an eye on, and I really just recognized that right now. I'm going to go into where I was. I'm going to see Sam Howell, whether or not he sticks his leg up as well. Very interested to see this now. Didn't get it in time. Let's see Howell. Not a great angle. No, but he keeps his foot down. He keeps his foot down. This is a Malik Willis thing. All right, I'm back to where I was. I believe I was, right around here. Jojo Dorman, sorry. Not someone I'm awfully familiar with. That's some good coverage downfield. Some really good coverage downfield for a linebacker, though. Yeah, let's see Sam Howell. Is not really going to show. That's a great route by Velus Jones. That is a great route by Velus Jones. Someone I haven't really talked too much about. Let's see Sam Howell. I want to look at his back foot. And it's not going to show. Let's see Calvin. Oh, Calvin Austin toasted him there. It's a great throw by Sam Howell. That's an excellent throw by Sam Howell. Wow. That is some great blocking, I believe, in there. I couldn't identify who that was, but it was some great blocking inside. Malik Willis. Fake. Oh, that's a great push out. That's a great fake. That's a very, very, very good fake. That's impressive by Cole Strange. Not someone I've actually ever heard of, Cole Strange, believe it or not. And that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I'm really appreciative of Rashad and Dave for posting these highlights. Very happy that I was able to break them down. Let me know what you guys thought. My main takeaways, watch Malik Willis's leg. That's really what I got out of this. So thank you. See you guys. Hopefully you guys come back, like, and subscribe. Peace.